Have you been thinking about making the move to North Peoria and want to explore with me? Well, in today's video, we are doing exactly that. We're going to be checking out some of the different commercialized areas and, of course, going through some of the neighborhoods and checking out the housing as well. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and keep on watching. All right, guys, getting right into today's video, we're going to be exploring first some of the commercialized areas over here in North Peoria. North Peoria and South Peoria, or I guess like the older portion of Peoria, are definitely gonna have a completely different vibe. So today we're talking about North Peoria. If you haven't heard about like Vistancia or some of the neighborhoods in this area, we're gonna be exploring those for sure today. This is kind of what I would call maybe like a sleepy town. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, and I've never done a video on it before, and I don't have a lot of people ask me about it, but maybe it's because people don't do a lot of content around it. Anyways, I'm not sure, but it is a really stunning area, so I definitely want to kind of explore it and show you guys what I see, right? Which is the whole point of these kind of videos. This first commercialized space is going to have Target, you have a Big Lots, you have a CVS. What else is over here? I believe they have a Kirkland's, which is kind of like furniture, what do they call, like a decor kind of place, like more boutique, I believe. They might have those other places, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen them before besides in Arizona. Some of the other areas right here are going to be like a Marshall. So, I mean, it's kind of going to have all those like essentials, and then we're not going to go in it right now, but on the other side of this, you also have an Ulta. I think there's a Kohl's over there and some extra shops to consider. I'll go ahead and post those up on the, I'll go ahead and put those up on the screen now so you guys can kind of see what's going to be over in that area. And then another thing is, of course, there's a couple different restaurants in here. I think I said CVS, Baskin Robbins, there's the Kirkland's across the way here, there's a Michael's across the way. So point being is there's a lot of different shopping in this area, which is, of course, beneficial. And I think whenever I'm talking about like this kind of like sleepy area, this is kind of as busy as it gets. It feels like most of the time that I've been here, at least. It's not a very busy area. We're gonna, of course, check out some of the homes as well. And the thing I really like about this is it definitely has that like Arizona desert feel when it comes to the housing, and you guys will see that. Housing prices are going to range right around, I mean, you could probably get something a little tiny bit under 500, but those ones are a little bit harder to find. You're probably going to be closer to 550, obviously dependent on how big of a home you're looking for. Here's some hair salons. They have a Nest Home & Co., which is kind of like a Kirkland's. It's just like a home decor shop. They got a Bevmo, a Tilly's over here. You're also really close to the Arrowhead Mall, which is maybe 10 minutes away from here max. And then also, if you're into boating or anything like that, you plan to get a boat, Lake Pleasant is about 20 minutes away from majority of these neighborhoods over here. 20 minutes from this shopping center specifically, but yeah. Depending on if you like to boat or like to go to the lake, that could be really fun. I think I've been there once before, which is kind of embarrassing, but when you're a native to somewhere, you don't, use up the things that you're supposed to use up. You also have another shopping center across the way, so I will include some of those stores as well so you guys can see that. Some restaurants, Barro's Pizza, Haymaker, which is kind of like just like a breakfast, and I think they have breakfast all day, and then they have some other food as well. I've been there a couple times. It's good, but pretty basic, not like very mom and pop or anything like that. I would say this area does have some more upscale restaurants if you're looking for that kind of thing. And then you have a bank over here, a lash studio, a bar class. You have a Nectar, which is kind of like a smoothie juice place if you guys have those where you guys live. There was an oil change spot over here. I think I already said across the street they have kind of like IHOP and an Ulta. They have right here a hair salon, Rubio's, Jersey Mike's. They have a little bar sushi kind of spot, which is called Squid Ink. I've been there before. It's really good. You're also really close to the Anthem Outlet Mall. I mean, really close relatively, right? But like these are going to be some of the neighborhoods that you're a little bit closer to. That area, you also have Dunkin', Chipotle, another sushi spot, a Thai restaurant, What else is over here? AT&T, Papa Murphy's, point being is you have a lot of different options. We're gonna go ahead and head over to one of our first neighborhoods now. The thing about this area also is it has a lot of pretty mountain views. I think if you're looking for like being really, really close to the mountains, I think the Verrado area and like Waddell and stuff like that, they have a couple more options that might be considered a little bit better when it comes to the mountain views, but you can't beat the location if you do plan to get a boat or have a boat and you want to go out to the lake a lot. 20 minutes from Lake Pleasant, that's like such a really good, time distance for, you know, traveling on the weekends or whatever you guys like to do to have fun. A lot of people do move here and they want to have like their kind of toys. So, you know, ATV, the boat, all of that. But we're going to go ahead and head to that first neighborhood. This area right here is on the northeast side of the 303. If you're looking for kind of closer shopping, this is definitely going to be the side that you want to be on. If you would prefer to be a little bit further away from people, a little bit more secluded, the Vistancia area is super, super pretty. So we will definitely be checking that out in today's video, but let's go ahead and head over there now. Okay, and then the area that we're in right now, these homes are gonna be closer to that $1 million price point. Again, it's just gonna be dependent on sizing, whether it has a pool, no pool, that kind of thing. But this is a very luxurious community. You are in a gated community, and then also you have a community pool here as well, if that interests you at all. The thing about this like North Peoria, Vistancia kind of area is you're definitely gonna have homes that are gonna be ranging between homes like this, where you're kind of in that luxury price point, like the one right in front of us, or as you can see kind of across here past this little gate in this ridge, you have some homes that are more like custom, with their being on like half acres to, you know, this home. I mean, this is probably a 5,000 square foot plus custom home, RV garage, probably, let's see, it looks like it has at least a 5-car garage over there. So and then you're also going to have homes that are like closer to 400,000. So it really is dependent where, you know, you want to live in Vistancia. But I like that, not Vistancia, North Peoria. But there's options in all of those price points. This area might be a little bit better for someone that is looking to be closer to the North Phoenix area. Like if you have to be close to North Phoenix for work, this area, like the northeast side of North Peoria, and I know I'm saying a lot, so I'll pop up a map so you guys can see again exactly where I'm talking about, but that area might be a little bit better for somebody that's working in downtown Phoenix and or, you know, North Phoenix and wants to be a little bit closer to work, versus Vistancia, which is part of North Peoria, is going to be up kind of like this mountain area. And again, it's stunning, but it is going to add time, of course, onto your travel for work. So that's not going to work for everyone. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you guys are looking. You always want to cross-reference your timing when it comes to kind of where you're going to live and where you're going to work. We want to make sure that those times and like travel time makes sense for your situation. Now we're going to go head over to the Vistancia area. Vistancia is on the northwest side of the 303 and Happy Valley Road. It is a little bit further, like I mentioned, so keep that in mind, but super, super pretty, and homes again ranging in all different sizes and price points. So that's nice for everyone that's kind of looking in different price points. You can still find something in North Peoria. Unless, of course, you want to have it a little bit more affordable. You could always be looking at the older side of Peoria. If you guys want me to do a video about that, I can definitely do that. Just let me know in the comments down below. But let's head over to the Vistancia area now. All right, guys, we are now pulling right into the Vistancia area where kind of like they have their own little commercialized area. It's nothing crazy. You kind of just have your more essentials versus we're probably about 10 minutes away from that previous area that we were in. You have a Circle K, Safeway, you know, Subway, kind of some of those more smaller things like a random, you know, I said Subway, but like a pizza shop, it looks like. And this is pretty much it. It's nothing crazy. So you are about a 10-minute drive down the hill to like that other portion that we were just at, like the main North Peoria shopping area. But you, again, Walgreens, Circle K, Safeway, Chase Bank, kind of those basic needs. Another thing I like about the Vistancia area is, like I mentioned, you're a little bit tucked away and a little bit more secluded. So if that's something that you guys enjoy, this would be a really great place for you. And then also, homes in this area do range from all different types, right? So you're gonna have custom homes in here. You're gonna have homes on the golf course. You're gonna have a beautiful 55 plus community. The Trilogy community is stunning here in Vistancia, so that's always a really good option. They have, like I said, the beautiful country club here, Blackstone Country Club. It's super pretty. It looks like they have a couple apartments. I don't think those were there last time I came here, but either way, lots of different options when it comes to different style of homes. A lot of luxury homes, I would say, more in this area, but you do have homes starting around $550. If that we're just passing the Trilogy, the 55 Trilogy is so pretty. The golf course is so nice there, and just like the luxury homes are really pretty there as well. But price points are ranging from, I would say, probably most of them you might be able to get under 500. It would be really hard. I would say most of the time you're going to be right around that 550 price, and that's obviously going to be, again, dependent on what kind of home you end up going for. We're going to pull into a neighborhood in just a second, just so you guys can see again like the style of homes in this area. It's pretty traditional Arizona type of style of home. If you like the very deserty looking areas, maybe you do because you're moving to Arizona, right? I hope you like cactuses, because that is what Vistancia is. It's really pretty. You're closer to the mountains up here. Lots of cactuses, lots of like very much desert landscaping, and I know people really love that. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of pull into this first little area over here on the right hand side, so you guys can again just kind of see what is to offer here in the Vistancia area. But it is a really pretty area if you are able to live a little bit further away from kind of like the amenities and that doesn't bother you. This would definitely be a good spot to look into. The lots in this area, this specific area, are going to be a little bit smaller, not super huge. If you're looking for a really big lot, it's going to be, one, a little bit more expensive, of course, and then also probably not like a typical tract home. There are those neighborhoods where you might have a half-acre lot or a 10,000 square foot lot. That's just something when you guys are looking at homes and kind of starting that process with me, we want to make sure that we know, so I can send you guys homes that do fit that requirement. Another thing about this area is you will pretty much not ever be able to park your RV here. I know that's a really big thing for people. So for example, you have right here in front of us a RV gate. Really, it's not even an RV gate because an RV gate needs to be closer to 10 to 12 feet. This is just like probably an 8-foot gate right here. You cannot park your RV there. You cannot park anything above the fence line. Sometimes there are neighborhoods where you can. If that's something that really interests you, I can definitely do more videos on specifically like RV communities only. There are a lot of really pretty ones, and you don't have to have like this super expensive home in order to get one. Probably starting, you might be able to get, it's just gonna be dependent on what your requirements are for the RV garage, but maybe 40-foot RV garage, which obviously some of you guys need bigger RV garages. It's just going to be dependent on your size. But those ones are probably going to start around 500, and those are going to be closer to like the Avondale area, or even some of them being further out. But like I mentioned, this is more of like a luxury kind of area for the most part. So it's really hard to find something with an RV garage for that price in this area, but never say never. Also with Vistancia, just because of where it's located, you're pretty close to a lot of walking paths. A lot of people are just kind of walking their dogs and doing that kind of thing here, typically, is what I'm seeing. Granted, not right now because it's 4 p.m. and a Monday, so people aren't home from work probably yet. But if you're looking for a lot of hiking and just walking paths in general and that interests you, this could be definitely a really good spot for you to look into. And then also, this area does have its own schools, so if you're looking for close school access, there is like elementary schools, and I believe there's a high school in this area. And if not, again, if you guys are interested in charter schools, which a lot of people do ask me about charter schools, I can send you guys that list as well. Some of the homes in this area are going to be older, and some of them are going to be newer too, just so you guys can know. There are some new home communities in this area. I don't know if there's any new homes in Vistancia, specifically Vistancia, or if they're just considered North Peoria, but I can definitely get you guys that information if you are curious and you want to know more information about the new homes specifically in this area. Let me know in the comments, and I will definitely make a video on that for you guys as well. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, pretty please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps out my channel. If you guys have questions and you want to learn more about moving to Arizona, I would love to assist you guys. I am a licensed realtor here. My number and email are popping up. I'm always available to chat and answer any questions that you guys have. And don't forget to subscribe. I post videos every Monday. And until next time, guys, leave a comment if you want me to do a specific area, and I will see you later. Bye.